Yes, former Director General, this is one big happy day for you, and I'm sure because it was around 2000, 2001 that the discussion around demutualization of the stock exchange happened, and I'm sure if there is anyone in Nigeria today who understands this process from the very beginning, that individual is you. So if you give us just about a minute how long this journey had been in arriving at today's unanimous decision to transform the stock exchange from an exchange by mutual to what's it called, a company limited by shares.
It's been a long journey, and today is my day. My day has been made for the day, not just my day, my year, my everything. Because, see, when people, I didn't get upset when people did not embrace demutualization immediately. Instead, I kept working on it. And as I transferred to Oscar, as I left Stock Exchange, I still stayed in touch with Oscar and everybody else, with the council members and the board of directors, and people in the Ministry of Finance, to continue to educate and enlighten them that the economy of Nigeria will really boom. Not only because of oil, but because of the capital markets. The richest countries in the world today, the US, for example, Britain, Germany, it is the stock market that made them rich, not bank. Bank is just a transit to move money. It is the stock market that creates wealth. The bank does not create wealth. Banks take money from you and give to the next person to go and do their business and return it. But the stock market can take you from nowhere with only maybe 10 naira and make you a billionaire. You may be struggling with your company. Like this business, for example, you are doing now. You're very good at it. If somebody gave you a capital of 500 million now, you become the CNN. You'll be competing with CNN because of that capital. It is only the stock market that can create that kind of wealth. A bank will give you a loan, and they don't teach you what to do. They don't advise you. They just want their money back as fast as possible. So it's only the capital market that not only helps you to create wealth, helps you to spend it so that you create more wealth. And that is why we have been angling for that further development, which is the final stage of any capital market being quoted on itself, or very soon, not even on itself alone. This Nigerian Stock Exchange, in my lifetime, will be quoted on the New York Stock Exchange, be quoted on the London Stock Exchange, and the Stock Exchange in Germany, and maybe Joburg. Because the more the exchange expands, the exchange is not just going to stay in Nigeria. It will quote itself on the London Exchange. So when you want to buy shares that on the Nigerian Stock Exchange, you don't need to go look very far or start coming to Nigeria or contacting somebody in Nigeria. He's there in front of you with the price and everything and all the information you need to invest. So this demutualization is called listing the stock exchange, the Nigerian Stock Exchange, on the Nigerian Stock Exchange, on itself. That doesn't mean that you will not obey the rules. The stock exchange will obey its own rules. It will operate as a quoted company, just like Dangote Cement, Zenith Bank, First Bank. It will operate like a quoted company and keep the rules of quoted companies. It's just that the exchange itself has that system where people can trade all shares quoted on the stock exchange, including the shares quoted on the stock exchange itself. If the exchange itself breaks any rules, the exchange will punish itself. We don't need any human being to decide whether the exchange will be punished or not. It's automatic because the rules are rules. The rules are there. And the market will affect the rules. So it's not like government giving you, don't do this, and then the government punishes you. No. The rules are there, you get punished immediately. The Nigerian Stock Exchange misbehaves, the Nigerian Stock Exchange will also punish the Nigerian Stock Exchange. That's how the market works. So many Nigerians, non-Nigerians, Even companies that are quoted on other stock exchanges of the world can quote here. Because once you are quoted on a stock exchange, it opens up your company. The world sees you as a serious person, as a good manager of people's money. So with the stock exchange itself, quoting itself on the Nigerian Stock Exchange, foreign investors will look at us, this market, that we have arrived. Foreign investors will not be afraid to bring money in anymore. The highest that the one that are very, very afraid will do, they'll say, okay, you want to be my partner, I want to give you money. But go and list on the Nigerian Stock Exchange so I can give you the money.
It's been 10 years
Yes.
since you left the stock exchange. How have you been doing in retirement? 10 years you're still here as part of the market community, and I'm sure you saw some past presidents of the exchange during your time, Alhaji Aliko, Raymond Obieri, and a few others that you brought up, like Ndi Okereke-Onyuike and the rest of them. How do you feel today that you are part of history, moving not just the Nigerian Stock Exchange, but a critical part of the Nigerian economy into new frontier?
I feel highly elated. I feel happy that God kept me alive. I'm very well. It's one thing to be alive, nothing to be very, very much in good health. And the brain is still working very well. so I'm going to be 70 this year. I know you'll be there on November 2nd. So, Bosun, just as I saw you grow to become a capital market guru, a financial journalist of high repute, the same way I am happy that the Nigerian Stock Exchange that I mothered, like I treated it as my child, and I helped with all others to grow it. Today, it has reached complete maturity. It is today I will say that the Nigerian Stock Exchange has arrived, because it cannot compete effectively with any other stock exchange in the world. Investors that bring big money will not be afraid anymore to list on the Nigerian Stock Exchange or to buy shares on the Nigerian Stock Exchange, because they know that the Nigerian Stock Exchange is quoted. It's a listed company by itself. So it must obey all the rules, and their money is safe. So they will just feel like, let me invest in Nigerian Stock Exchange, that's better, and maybe I make more money. And they'll be comparing it now with the London Stock Exchange or the New York Stock Exchange. You understand? So I feel very, very happy. Not only for myself, but for Nigeria. Because Nigeria has arrived today. Anybody that's giving money to Nigeria, they were just giving that money. Maybe because of one or two things that civil servants say to them, and they can make the money. But today, anybody in this world will be happy to give money to Nigeria, because he knows that there's a stock exchange that is publicly quoted, that is publicly accountable to the whole world, and will not want his name to go down the drain. So more foreign investors will come. The companies that are quoted on the stock exchange will benefit. Then those companies that are not quoted now, I can tell you there'll be a boom. Many companies will want to be quoted on the Nigerian Stock Exchange now because of that confidence and exposure. When they go to talk to some technical partners, and they say, oh, okay, are you listed on the Stock Exchange of Nigeria? They say, no, so you better go and list there and give you money. That's exactly what is going to happen.
Congratulations.
So I'm very happy.
Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. And we appreciate you speaking with us here on Frontier Africa Reports.